everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to highlight and contour for beginners. This is a technique that I first started using. I still use some of this, but I've added a lot of little tips and tricks on the way. First things first is that you want to pick a concealer that is either 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. Most of the time when people highlight and contour, they like to conceal under eyes. They like to put it on their forehead, as well as their cupid's bow, their chin, and down the center of their nose. Once you're done with applying your concealer, you either want to go in with a sponge or with a brush. For me, I like to go back and forth with the sponge and the brush. It just makes it easier for me to blend it out, and to me it gives me like a smooth finish. I also tend to add concealer pretty much, I want to say, at the tip of my earlobe, and I apply it there because it's going to give me that sharp definition, and it basically makes it easier for me when it comes to placing my contour shade. Now, once you're done blending that all in, what I like to do is use a loose powder. Now, I'm going to tag the product I used at the bottom because I thought I showed it to the camera, but I didn't. But I like to use a simple medium shade, something that's kind of closer to my skin tone, and I like to press that in to the skin. Not a lot, just a little bit. And what I'm going to use with that is it kind of sets the face. I like to set before I bake. I know a lot of people tend to just go straight in and bake the face, but with me having oily skin, once I set it, it's not going to move, and then I go in and bake. Now what we're going to do is I like to bake with a powder that is more like a banana powder. Now, when choosing your contour shade, I would say that it's kind of going to be trial and error because you have to figure out the shade that's going to work for you. Now, when first contouring, you want to start at the top of your ear and go straight down. If you look at that dark shade that's like the shadow that's left out on the side of my face, that's where I want to apply that powder. And when you apply that powder, you don't want to go too far down. You don't want to go to the point that it's pretty much touching your mouth, because then it's just going to look ridiculous. So I basically apply it to my underneath my cheekbones. So for everybody's face structure, it's different. You want to make sure that you're finding that place on your face where the cheekbone is underneath in order to give you that lifted appeal. And my forehead, as well as I drag it down a little bit underneath my neck. Now, after I applied all of that and everything, you have to blend it out. Blend. I know some people don't blend their face, but in this tutorial, we will be blending our face. You have to blend it 100%. And when you think you're done blending, blend some more. I make sure I dust off that yellow powder. You don't want to let that sit too long because some powders, they make claims to not have any flashback or anything. But if you leave it there too long, you definitely will. Now, what you see me doing now is I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Pressed Powder. And that's pretty much a powder that's like closer to my skin tone. And I'm just buffing that all over the face. I also sometimes go back in with my contour shade and only put a little bit just because I want that definition. So now we're going in with blush. Blush is preference. I always tell people, you choose the blush that works for you. Everybody's always like, oh, this looks great on every skin tone. It doesn't necessarily work like that. Now we have our highlight, and that's pretty much it. Highlight goes at the top of the cheekbones, and you can go crazy with that as well. I love highlight. I love the glow. I also do it down the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow. Sometimes I do it on my brow bone. And that's pretty much it, you guys. If you want to see a tutorial for this look, I believe either it's already up or it will be up, but I will have it listed down below in the description box. Thank you for watching. Bye.